Okay, I took a little break there, and had to make a little change to the chart here. But this is the most recent chart, V. So it's cool to make a change to recent chart. Although I made a change to chart 207 this morning. I know it's a small mistake. So I propagated that through the chart locations. So here we have, if we want to do a substitution to the seventh, for the seventh, that's a playable on the fly substitution. We can play the the 2 minor plus the seventh of the root. I hope I didn't lose anyone, but so here, this is the C box we were playing. Okay, so this is up there to that fifth. We're going to get a D minor shaped D minor there. And I think we have a D string down here, so that's nice. So we got 4 strings right there. We're going to use that D minor substitution for the seventh, but we have to add its seventh. We have to add the root seventh rather. So we look at it here. So here's our little C box. Here's a little C box. Here's your C box, right? Here's your C. You know, so we're gonna put Mr. Capo on here. This is my workout for this morning. Okay, so D minor shaped D minor, E minor shaped E minor, E shaped F, G shaped G, A minor shaped A minor. But now that half diminished, okay, we could, you know, this C minor fifth, if you want me to explain that, it's going to confuse this other easier thing. Just play a D minor, but add the seventh. So it'd be something like this. Okay, instead of, it's going to be. And you can add that seventh because the I guess the A in the D minor, the fifth of the D minor, right? You can add that local sixth of the D minor, but we just call it the seventh of the root. That's part of that. Because people love to play half diminished seventh chords. You know, half diminished seventh chords. Alright, half diminished seventh chords are like. Nice half diminished seventh chords. Alright? Like that. Now, full diminished is like. Full diminished is another story, but I'm talking about the half diminished mode. Full diminished mode will take the if we have a C regular, then we go C seventh, C dominant seventh, C minor seventh, C half diminished seventh. Okay, actually the full diminished is still kind of, you know, but it's really not in that same mode. It's not in the parent mode. Okay, because if you look at C half diminished, that's actually the key of D flat. Okay, and A natural is not in the key of D flat, so it takes it out of that parent key. So we're just talking about the half diminished here. So what I want to teach you is in the C shape, everything's easy, right? C, D minor, E minor. It's a pentatonic scale. Okay, in the fourth we even have that, and we can play off of each one of these we can play a scale off of each one of them. Okay, for instance, the E Phrygian scale would just be go up the C scale. The F scale, again, we just start on the fourth. But now we're not playing F as its own key. That would be, we're going okay, so we just stay in that diatonic C for these modals. Now let's look what happens when we go to the next shape, which is the fourth of the C. But that's arbitrary. It could either be the fourth of the C shape, it could be the fifth of the C shape, it could be the next cage shape up, which is simply in a pentatonic framework. We have root 2, 3, 5, 6. The next cage shape up would be A, the A shape, right? Which would be, it wouldn't particularly be the first inversion. When you're looking at inversions, it's another way to look at pentatonic scales as the inversions. So let's look at root 2, 3, 5, 6, and then 2, 3, 5, 6 root. Right there we have the D shape. Okay, then we have 3, 5, 6 root 2, the E shape. So when we go in pentatonic inversions of that scale, we're going up a pentatonic scale. Okay, so you can play anything like, you know, you can play it in cage, you can play it in pentatonic inversions, which is actually going in fourths kind of thing. Sometimes I might be wrong about that. Okay, fourths go in the same direction as a pentatonic scale, but pentatonic and caged have shared notes there, okay, whereas fourths don't. So sorry, that was my bad. So for string shape, we got a string shape, let's say C down here. Okay, in pentatonic, C goes to D. Okay, but the fourth of C is E shape. So if we have 3, 4, 5, okay, E isn't going to share any notes with that. So it's 7 root 2 right there. 7 root 2. Simply put, if you have a C shape here, the fourth of the C shape is that E shape down here again. I got kind of caught up in a half shape there. Sorry about that. Now we go the other direction. It goes in caged. So C goes to A. So we have C goes to A. Okay, but if we want to go in fifths, C goes to G, and it's going to be all the way up here, like this, for the chord. But for the scale, here's the G box defined here. For the G diatonic scale, here's the C box defined. Okay, see what we have, because we have the seventh here. Fifth is borderline neighbors. So let's look at this. We're looking at this just arbitrarily in fourths, but we're going to cover the same thing. When we go into the E box, we're just going to follow pentatonic scale. So now we've got a G minor shaped Dorian. We've got an A minor shaped Phrygian and an A shaped major, and then a C shaped fifth. Okay, we're going up a pentatonic scale here, and then a D minor shaped sixth. So with your E shape here, it's relative minor. I don't know if I can get the whole shape here. Let's do a D shaped D, E shaped D, real deal E. Okay, So the relative minor is going to be the C sharp